Sociopaths are one of the most interesting things in our world, and for good reason. They're extremely dangerous, but one of the worst parts is that they blend in with everyone else. Today on Mindfully, we'll be going over 7 different signs someone is a sociopath, so that maybe you can spot them out if you come in contact with one. Let's get started with number 1. They lack empathy. If someone is a sociopath, they'll lack the ability to understand what others around them are feeling. They might seem cold and distant, or indifferent to any suffering of those around them. By the same token, they might be unwilling or unable to share in the excitement of something good happening to those around them. This is because a sociopath can't feel how someone else is feeling, and it makes it much more difficult, if not impossible, to share emotions. Number 2. They're extremely manipulative. A sociopath will use whatever means necessary to get those around them to do what they want, without any regard for how they might feel. They can use words, behavior, or emotional outbursts to manipulate people into behaving the way they want. This can be one of the most dangerous parts of a sociopath, especially if you don't know to watch out for it. Number 3. They might be extremely charming. Something that comes along with sociopathy is often the ability to be charming and likable when the sociopath wants to be. This can also play into manipulation, as a sociopath may use this to get other people to do things they want them to. Without knowing someone is a sociopath, it's extremely easy to fall victim to this strategy, so it's important to watch out for it. If someone seems to be getting you to do things you don't want to, maybe take a look at why this is happening. If there are other signs pointing to sociopathy, it might be worth watching out for. Number 4. A sociopath can be ill-tempered and abusive in their relationships. Usually, this will be displayed after you've known them for a while, because a sociopath is unlikely to show this side of themselves right away. They're more likely to be charming and friendly in order to gain your trust, then only let the bad side show once you've known them for a while. A sociopath will often first try charming behavior to manipulate someone, and if that doesn't work, they may become abusive. If it sometimes seems like something has suddenly switched with someone, beyond them just getting more comfortable, it might be worth looking at some of the other signs on this list as well. Number 5. They are narcissistic. Almost always, a sociopath will be a narcissist, because they do not have the ability to feel how other people feel, which makes their own emotions and worldview the only thing that matters to them. This leads them to be self-focused, selfish, and rude to those around them with no care for how they'd feel. We have a whole video about narcissism, so if you'd like a more in-depth review, check that out. Number 6. Strained relationships. Because sociopaths do not care about how others around them feel, it can be extremely difficult to form healthy relationships. A sociopath's relationships are usually marred by abuse, struggle, and sometimes violence. While not all sociopaths are abusive, there is a much higher chance for them to be than that of the regular population. If you find yourself to be in a relationship with a sociopath, it might not always be easy to see the signs because, like mentioned above, they can be extremely manipulative and charming when they want to be. However, when you enter a relationship with a sociopath, they're more likely to show their dark side. Number 7. They find enjoyment in others' suffering. This can come about in a couple of different ways, the most obvious being just delighting in someone else's misfortune. However, a sociopath might also try to bring people down to their level when something good happens to those around them. They may make negative comments or just generally not be happy when you're happy. This is because they like to see other people fail, not succeed, because they are not able to feel the happiness from others succeeding, but are able to get the satisfaction from others failing. While this is a subtle difference, it matters a lot when talking about sociopaths and how they interact with people. Do you think I missed anything? Let me know in the comments. Do you know anyone in your life that seems like a sociopath or fits one or more of these descriptions? Let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear about them. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Mindfully for more psychological content.